Hi again, everyone. I'm Gwendlyn, and this time I will be watching season 17, episode 11 of Sister Wives.
When we were talking all together Thursday, no, that was a mess. Terrible. I really thought it would go so much better.
I was surprised, and I thought, you know what?
Janelle says that a lot. She goes, and I thought, you know what? I think that's a cute quirk of hers.
Maybe it's okay, because everybody needs to express their emotions.
And then he lost it.
Vomiting out of me.
He solves the problem by yelling at people.
But I certainly never thought that I was being mean.
Yeah, agreed.
He's been sort of agitated and angry, and I think he hasn't known how to express it, and unfortunately, I think it all sort of came out like... It sounded the other day like he just didn't even want to see Robin or Mary again.
When I was questioning Christine whether or not she wanted to have relationships, I meant me and my kids.
She's talking about her kids too, but like, it's not my mom's fault that she's not like close to Robin's kids, because Robin like specifically...
I'm trying to figure out how we navigate all of this now. Because, I mean, like, now the relationship's changed, right? Because I know, like, look, you and I have done plenty of complaining about each other.
Right, but...
Yeah, and you're, like, allowed to complain about people and still go along with them.
I've always wanted my wives to have close relationships. I'm begging Janelle for a closer relationship. It feels like she's rejecting that and just choosing to have one with Christine.
Okay, I don't think he's really begging to have a close relationship with her. It seems to me like she's just getting ignored by him. And like he complains about her kids too, and you're not gonna get the most magical relationship if you're complaining about this lady's kids.
I don't think that she's a sister wife.
Valid. Yeah, I see that. I feel like she's not a sister wife, but she can still be like friends.
Christine, like, all my kids...
It's me.
Remember all the history that all our holiday traditions, a lot of them were you. They're not trying to choose sides, and I imagine your kids aren't either. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's like this, sometimes it's like that, but it's not sides.
Period.
I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. I can't choose a side without them saying you chose a side.
That's a good point. Janelle's really like stuck in the middle, and she really just wants to be friends with everybody, but it's so like separated right now.
Ever since Truly found out, Cody's been always, she can just hang out and sleep over Robin's, but she never has.
Could she come back for the summer?
I don't think she would last the whole summer.
When it comes to Truly, there's no doubt I'm going to have to travel to see her.
She is digging so well.
The time will come when Christine won't even come to Flagstaff anymore, I'm sure. I don't know when that'll be.
It's giving girl boss.
Do you think you'll remarry?
Somebody else, not Cody. Cody, like...
She said,
you just can't be alone for the rest of your life. And I'm just going to be nosy and I'm just going to ask.
Valid.
Everything is, I'm starting over again.
She's talking to a shawty right now. You guys have probably like seen the post about it too. She posted about her new boyfriend, David.
My heart is broken.
It's wild to watch it like this because I'm looking at them as if they're like a species that I'm portraying, viewing.
I've still got to actually maintain the other relationships, but I'm still in this fog of divorce. I can put a jack under that. There's a lot of pressure with living in this RV.
It's weird that this is such like a big problem that like keeps going and going at them.
A lot of new things have come up. She's been rolling with it really good. I think she's kept a pretty good attitude about it.
She's going on an adventure with the RV.
But when we're working on it together, it's not like we're just being sweet with each other. Well, Janelle, will you want to come and help me?
I like that he says we, but I feel like we're about to see just my dad being mean to Janelle and none of her being mean.
Damn thing has to be jacked up to get that in it.
So drive forward, maybe?
The stubbornness is fighting against me.
You're talking about an RV. I don't think that's... Or maybe there's like more stuff.
I think it's just a piece of because it's supposed to self-level and it never has. I'm in a very vulnerable place, and that sort of cynicism comes, I think, from unwinding 20 years in plural marriage, and then Christine leaving.
And you guys don't talk differently. You guys don't communicate.
We've all seen this scene. Why are they like replaying it?
What a goat rodeo, right? The whole RV thing. We never had a really deep discussion about spending that vast amount of money. She never even took any time to look for something to rent.
I'm pretty sure she did. Maybe you should have helped.
I know I had told him. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention. I mean, he really only sort of really tunes in once in a while.
When she said really tuned in, I expected her to be like, he only really tunes in on Robin. I was like, ooh. But she didn't. She was really nice about it.
Look, I was planning to stay here all winter, but what if I just go for 6 months into town? Because by April, we will probably be breaking ground, I would think.
I wish.
So she's talking about going to an apartment. She's going to pick a place. She's going to do it without me. She's already got a place that she knows about.
He's saying that she's like doing it without her, but without him. But he could have been trying to help her.
Okay. Okay. Oh, was all this work worth it?
I actually think it will be better.
Hey, Truly, can you come here for a minute?
Truly. She's so fun.
We have a house. But guess when we're moving? In a week.
Oh.
And McKelty and Tony are going to come help us move,
Oh, nice.
like, in a week.
That's so sweet of them. That's so helpful that she found her a place.
I mean, the hardest part of leaving is that I'm taking Truly with me. I'm taking her from what she knows. She's not excited about moving.
Who is excited about moving is a thing.
Are you sad to be leaving this soon? And is it hard?
I just didn't expect it to be this soon, but I'm fine.
So I think it's okay if she's not excited, because like nobody's really excited about leaving their home.
I am relieved that Truly's taking it so well, but it's just not about me. Because it's her life that I didn't want to alter too much.
That was an amazing walk away. I felt like when my mom was like, oh, she's not excited to go. That's okay, because nobody's really excited to move when they're moving from their life and their family and their school and their friends. And I don't really think that is a problem that Truly's not particularly excited, but I think it's great that she's like accepted it. Because where I was at when we were moving from Las Vegas, I was miserable. I was like, this is terrible. How could you do this to us? She's doing a pretty solid job. So that I had kind of accepted it, but not as well as she had.
We decided to come in town to help Mom move, but we wanted to be able to spend a day with Robin and the kids.
So this is a week away now.
Tony and I are really, really close to Robin.
God, my face in the background.
Hey, you guys! Put your jacket back on!
Hey, you guys. I love Ariella's little lisp.
I just want to make sure that no matter what's happening, we're
You're
good.
still Mom, Robin.
And Grandma.
Hey, Grandma, period.
It feels like everything's affected my relationship with everybody, though.
That was awkward.
So are you doing okay?
Yeah.
As far as your mom and everything?
Period.
How long did you guys know?
It's like he's trying to grab secret intel.
I mean, like, was she talking about it before?
She's been talking about it for a while. What anybody talks about in a relationship. The ups and the downs, the highs and the lows.
I know that I can't talk Christine to my kids. I'm catching myself in this moment here when I'm saying, how long have you guys known? And that's a blame game that I'm playing. And I feel ashamed that I'm doing that.
It is a little bit.
And nobody likes me.
She wasn't in the most hottest of places.
But we haven't known for too long.
Yeah, just that she wasn't the happiest.
Yeah.
I just don't think, okay. I'm going through that, I'm angry. I want to break something. I've always wondered if I was the last to know.
You're going to be the last to know. Any
Yeah,
relationship,
see?
no. But it's not that. If somebody likes you, you're the last to know. If somebody dislikes you, you're the last to know.
I
That's
don't know
how it
what
works.
you're talking about.
Well, sometimes you just don't see it. You're just in denial.
Babe, it's okay. We're not going to get divorced. You don't need to start denying it.
I hope that's not foreshadowing.
Ha!
Yeah, I really hope that's not foreshadowing.
You're my kids. I love you guys to pieces. You love me too.
That was cute.
In my head, my relationship with Christine is separate from my relationship with her kids.
Yeah, that's valid. You don't have to be in a good relationship with everybody to be in a good relationship with others. I agree with that.
I've asked her if she wants to have a relationship with me, and she doesn't want to. I think for right now, I need space.
Again with like the background clip, like this is unnecessary. Robin just explained to us what happened in the situation. And here they are like, giving us evidence or something. This was last episode. It's fresh. We remember this. Oh my god, it's me.
Miss Noel!
Hi, baby.
Hi, Miss Noel!
And she peed herself. She pees every single time, or she used to, every single time she saw somebody. Oh my god, what is that butt? Oh my god, it's me, you guys.
Not to be like a terrible child or anything, but I've kind of felt like they should separate for a while, like even before we moved to Las Vegas.
Period. She's so wise.
Ow.
You know, this is gonna fit you.
Hi, baby girl. Tomorrow we'll load up the last few things, shut the truck, and move away.
Another hiding the logo, but I'm gonna let you know right now, those are Home Depot boxes. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. But I have to.
Mom, do you want to know something exciting?
Yes?
We're gonna live 20 minutes away from each other.
I don't think I ended up helping them at all. Like, I showed up and then I left. Oh yeah, I had to go to work, which sucked. And like, Mitchell showed up like that night, and he was like, where's Gwen? And then my mom was like, she's at work. And then he went to work to say hi to me, and it was so nice.
So, how does it feel?
It's bittersweet because I don't know, the whole future's unknown. I love this house. It's hard to say goodbye.
Yeah, me too. Such a nice house. I love the Avalanche just staring at the camera.
Very excited for my new adventure. Sorry, it's hard to be up here.
That hot tub was the worst thing to leave behind because I'm too big for bathtubs, so I can't even like enjoy myself anymore. It sucks. I want a hot tub in my life again.
I'm so excited. My dad, I talked to him on the phone yesterday, and he goes, "Hey, welcome home."
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
I cried a little.
That's adorable.
When I first told my dad that I was leaving Cody, he was really, really sad.
He was like, Cody's such a stand-up guy. He's such a good guy. I like him. I think at one point my mom was like, then why don't you marry him?
You end a marriage and you move on and get new furniture.
Yeah.
Kelsey's a lot better, like, handling the relationship aspect of our parents. I was like, ugh, disgusting. How dare they? And she was like, yeah, that makes sense. That's strong. That's brave.
Let's just call it a day for now.
So, is any of the family, are you guys going to do anything like a goodbye?
No.
Are we going to go dump toilets on their lawn?
No, I don't think we're doing anything like that. No one said anything.
I think that's stupid.
It wasn't even like a goodbye for me either. She just kind of left. But yeah, at one point it was just like, she was like, just left, yeah. There was no goodbye.
I don't want to pressure anybody at all.
I want to.
I think that she'll regret it if she doesn't get a goodbye. And I think so will they.
Valid. So the way they're talking, it seems like there was like a goodbye. I guess I was just like, I was at work for it. I remember I was at work for everything.
So it was really important to me for everybody to come say goodbye to my mom.
God, Ariela's so cute.
Today, I know that Christine is leaving.
It would be nice of Mackenzie to get like a thing together where everybody was able to say goodbye. It was solid.
I felt it best for us not to get in the way, say anything, say goodbye or anything like that.
I thought there was a party. I guess not.
Oh god, this looks so awkward.
It's raining. I'm leaving in 5 minutes.
Just left them outside.
Hi, everybody.
Gosh, that was terrifying.
We're outside right now.
Oh gosh, that was terrifying. That poor girl.
This is such an awkward moment. All my feelings and all the work that I've done
Why are they just zooming in on Aurora?
to have this family gathering and say goodbye,
Is that weird to anyone else? Just zoom in on them.
it feels so demeaning. I'm in this sort of weird place where I don't want to think about her. I don't want to deal with this at all.
Okay, that's valid. That's so valid.
What's up, guys?
Lots of good points. This doesn't seem like it's gonna be like a goodbye party at all. It seems like it's gonna be awkward. And they just stare at each other.
I'm not really sad about Dad and Christine breaking up. I'm not gonna sit here and blame her for doing it. Like, if I was in her shoes, I would do the same.
Yeah, me too.
The real reason why I was not there, I was up at my B&B, and also, I don't know how weird it would have been.
She's so bad for that. I might not have showed up either if I could have.
Yeah,
Oh, there we
totally.
go. Yep, turned on.
That was so weird. Nobody has COVID. Why don't they just go inside? This is weird. This is so weird to me. And like Truly wasn't allowed to be close to her siblings either. And like poor Ariella and Truly had to like step away from each other.
It's weird. It's definitely, it's intense, and it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, that is so weird. Poor Mackenzie. She like tried her best to make something happen.
Truly, hey, are you okay that you're moving tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm confused. They are less than 6 feet away from each other. Why don't they just go inside?
You sure? Where's your smile? No smiles about it, huh? Sorry.
Ew, why'd she smile?
I don't know. She could have stayed here. She could have stayed in this house. And very likely, Gwendlyn and Isabel might have stayed here as well.
My mom is much more of the belief that once you're like college age, you gotta go and like make your own life. She let me stay for like a year after turning 18, I think. And then I was out of there. She was like, you're an adult now. Get out of my house. I was like, period.
Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it.
I think this is probably something that's one of the hardest things that this family is going to have to go through. At the end of this all, we are still a family.
Period. Oh.
And that we can support each other still through all of it.
None of us wanted to be here.
Hi, Christine. Good luck.
Bye. Thank you.
Why did you and Dad break up?
We just weren't in love anymore. You know, that happens sometimes.
Period. Okay, that was a good answer.
We just weren't in love.
Dad.
Oh, well, it doesn't always fix everything, my love, but thank you. What a good idea.
Ariella is so funny. She said, have dates. It'll solve the problem. She's right, though. She's real for that.
Thank you.
Okay, safe travels. We'll see ya.
I strongly believe that dates are the ingredient to a good romance. Yes.
Thanks.
Only me. All right, we'll see you, sweetheart. I love you. Have a good trip, okay?
Why is he the only one allowed to hug them? If any of them have COVID, they can easily spread it to another one by hugging Truly.
All right, thanks. You guys, thank you for coming. Hey, it means a lot to me you came.
Oh god, they gotta go right now. I'm glad I wasn't there. Holy crap.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I really hope that they left. Oh god, they're still there. They're just watching her cry. Leave! She's weak. Why did they just stand there and watch her cry? If somebody started crying, I would have walked out. I'm like, okay, bye. I would pretend like I didn't see it. Because that's embarrassing.
Love you guys.
We're out of here.
Bye.
Oh god, that was so weird. So awkward. I feel like, oh my god, I don't even know what to say about that. Oh, I feel bad for Janelle with the whole RV situation and like my dad not being like supportive about it. And I don't want to say that he's like specifically being disagreeable, but it feels like he is specifically being disagreeable, and that must suck for Janelle. And she's honestly just trying to like, in a way, from what I've seen, I could be wrong, but it seemed to me that she's like tried to involve my dad, like even on the property, with her like inviting him over whenever there's like an issue. The RV really just like, I'm kind of glad that she's getting out of it, because I don't think I could handle another episode where they just say, oh, this RV has so many issues, because it's boring. And Janelle's entertaining, obviously. She's slay. That whole scene where like McKelty was like telling my mom that they should like say goodbye, I just feel bad for her. I would not have wanted that. I probably would have been like, no, don't do it. I don't want them here. I don't want to see them ever again in my entire life. And it was awkward. And when she started crying, because she was like having this hard like little moment, and they just stood there and stared at her, like, just pretend like you don't see. I don't even know. Like, how do you, okay, as soon as Janelle went up to hug my mom, they should have just like left. They should have been like, okay, bye guys, we love you. I don't know. I just hated that. That was so awkward. I'm glad there weren't as many accusations this time. It didn't seem like anybody was like, oh, she's leaving the family and she's abandoning us. Or not as much as usual, at least. Alright, and just like every single episode, every single time I watch, this is now the part for me to read the most popular questions, most wanted questions. I don't think they're going to be 10 just because I've kind of answered the big questions already, but I'm going to pick the ones that are kind of the most popular, and I'll read those off and I'll answer them. So Donica Barrett says, do you know if the producers encouraged McKelty to arrange this final goodbye scene to film, or was it genuinely McKelty's idea? It was painfully obvious no one else wanted to be there. That is such a good question. I feel like the producers probably wanted there to be a goodbye scene, but McKelty isn't. Like McKelty, I strongly believe that that's like what she planned. I think she had good intentions. She was like, this will be good for everyone to say goodbye. Probably just expected some kindness and amiability, and it just very clearly went pretty awfully. Then Tracy Hamerl, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Tracy. I would love to know how to pronounce it if you'd like to let me know. Unless I did pronounce it right, which would be amazing. Go me. How do you process the fact that your sister McKelty is so close with Robin, who continually disrespects your mother? I think it's okay. I really think that's not up to me, because it's McKelty's relationship with Robin. But my mom's okay with it, and my mom and McKelty both agree that their relationship with Robin has nothing to do with each other. So that's none of my business. Sarah Yee says, the camera showed you stopped by earlier, but we don't see you in the goodbye scene. How do you feel watching the awkward goodbye? Weird. Like, I feel weird. What are your thoughts on your dad being mad at Janelle for giving your mom a hug in that moment? I think I might have just been like talking that whole time, because I don't remember him saying that he was mad at Janelle for giving my mom a hug. But also, I wouldn't be completely surprised. I don't think it'd be fair for him to be like mad, because my mom was like, she was going through it and she needed somebody to like give her some support. Watching the awkward goodbye, so awkward. I felt so awkward. I'm so glad I wasn't there. Nadine Teet says, does Truly have a good relationship with your dad? He reminded her that they can video chat, but he didn't make an effort to see her in person while he had the chance. Does she see this? Probably not. I would be surprised if she had like this particularly amazing relationship with my dad, because the way that he treats his kids on my mom's side is just very like cast aside. So I don't know 100%, but I strongly doubt that she has a good relationship with him. And it's not her fault. She's amazing and perfect in every way. Kim Janet says, oh, Gwen, I think all our hearts broke for you. Sending hugs from Canada. Oh, hello. Do you still live in Flagstaff? And if not, why are you not seeing Robin's kids? And do you miss them? Do you see the older kids? Do they visit you? Lots of love your way. I do still live in Flagstaff, and I don't see any of my siblings on Robin's side. I invited them to my engagement party, but I don't know if she like felt it wouldn't be a safe space for them, or if they decided they just didn't want to go. But it seems that they've decided they don't want to see me, which, I mean, hurts my feelings, obviously. But if I'm not a safe person for them, then I'm not a safe person for them. I do miss them completely so much. I see all of the older kids every time that they're in town. We'll visit. But yeah, the rest of us talk completely fine. The rest of us visit. So then lastly, Chelsea R says, how come it was okay for Cody and Robin to be so close to Mykelti, Tony, and Avalon, though you've been holding Avalon and Solomon hugs Mykelti, but later in the episode when your mom is leaving, everyone has to stand super far away from each other, and only your dad can hug Truly. That is a humongously good point. I don't know. It's very much double standards to me. I think just what he decides is what he wants gets to what happens, which is crazy and ridiculous because we should all be able to hug each other. But at the same time, I don't think anybody wanted to hug each other besides my dad wanting to hug Truly. I think that was it. I think they should have been like allowed to be like the house. So weird. Or like maybe made like a little dinner get together for each other. If they're going to visit, they might as well do something with it. But it was such an awkward scene, and I do think it's completely ridiculous that my dad was like, it's because of COVID that we can't see them, because there's no way that's true. And alright, and once again, that was the last question. This is season 17, episode 11. Thank you for watching this with me. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it, or if you want to see more content like this. I might be like stretching out to different kinds of genres. Definitely won't be sticking with Sister Wives episodes exclusively. I might do some vlogs as well, which I'm super excited to share with you guys. Some like days in the life. Once again, if you like this, please subscribe, please like, comment down below if this episode was particularly boring to you, or that last scene with my family, like in my mom's backyard, so weird, what you thought of that, and crazy stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.